Yesterday was in like the 70s, super hot. Today's highs are in the 50s. It's in the 30s right now, so a good cool cruising morning. I had a deer right down here again when I walked in. I'm sure it's this young buck. It's always in here super early. It definitely wasn't the big one. I saw enough of the outline to see there was no rack. Not a huge deer. But we'll see what happens this morning. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. We're in for the afternoon hunt. My morning hunt just died after that little buck came through. I ended up pulling some cards and some cameras. Actually, there was another deer. Alright. There was another deer on camera. That's like kind of up over the bend from where I can see. There's another small buck. But that was it. I guess the positive news is, I caught the deer I'm after on camera a couple different times. He actually has walked by the stand that he slightly spooked from when I should have got him on two of the occasions, like where both those cameras are, he would have walked right by it. So I had him on camera. Besides what I knew about from Sunday, I had him on two other times. So more earlier in November, unfortunately, when I was too busy. Well, it's been dead so far, but now I just confirmed. I thought I heard someone rattling up over this way. When I was walking over here, I think I got the tail end of it. It's kind of like hung this way to this ravine. So a lot of times I go down a little bit more over in that way. And they just rattled again, so. I stayed back because, like I said, I heard this guy up over here. And of course, two does come right by where I usually sit in this ravine. But they're kind of working their way up. I had one down here, probably behind the brush right here at 35 yards. So, I mean, and the other one that just jumped back to meet her to come this way. And I don't actually know what spooked them. I don't know if they caught a whiff of me. Some of the squirrels running around them, they were kind of looking a different way. They stood on this hillside for a while and then walked up. I just heard him start grunting and rattle again. They did not like that. They ran up and they're gone. This close though. That close. Well, I guess we'll see what tomorrow brings, but it got interesting right at last night. I had packed up my camera stuff, and I saw the doe and fawn, I think that I saw earlier, back up top, out eating on the edge. All of a sudden, probably within the last 5 minutes of light, deer start tearing around. I thought they were getting chased, and one came down and it looked like an antlerless deer, but it stopped where I couldn't get drawn or see it well. I wanted to get binos. Then it took off running again. So I drew because I had some good light still, right down where I thought it was going to stop, and it ran past into the dark. And then at the same time I could see in my peripheral, there was the doe, I believe, and her fawn still up there. So was that just another doe it sure didn't look like it had antlers, but I have to try not to squeeze a shot off at it because don't want to make that mistake and end the season. So, see what tomorrow brings.